5 on the 7th of December 2025. The weather has been very, very uncooperative over the last week or so. And I just want to background you a little bit. I may not be able to finish this tonight. I got clouds wandering in and out. And these aren't just high thins. These are obscuring clouds. We're looking at the first in the NGC400-449 series. Several of the first 3 were stars. This is NGC403. It's a galaxy in Pisces. I'll give you that in a second. Basically, to be able to stay on track, to cover all the NGC catalog in a single year of real-time imaging, you have to begin at NGC 6000 and go all the way through NGC 7840, all the way to NGC 1000 by the winter solstice, so that you can cover all the multitude of studies that are going to go up through spring and into summer as the days get longer and the nights get shorter. I am quite a bit behind on this, largely due to a great deal of wet, cold weather blowing in off the Pacific Ocean from Oregon and Washington State. What you're seeing here rather early, and it hasn't been obscured by clouds so far, is NGC403, our first study of the evening. I had to spend a good deal of time extensively redoing the mount alignment in terms of azimuth and in terms of declination to be able to get 3-star alignments to both directions. This galaxy, which is quite attractive actually, is NGC 403 in Pisces. It's magnitude 12.5, 3-to-1 aspect ratio, 1.8 by 0.6 arc minutes, a spiral of class A, 229 million light years distant, puts this at about 120,000 light years in diameter. It's at right ascension 1 hour, 9 minutes, 14 seconds with a declination of plus 32 degrees, 45 minutes, and 7 seconds. I am going to make a slight adjustment to the histogram to improve the aesthetic value of the image. I think that did pretty well. I may end up having to composite images from various nights. And if I get a good night tonight, which I doubt, but is possible, I may have to go all the way through the NGC 499 series this very evening. Let me push on. We're almost 3 minutes into this video already with the backgrounder and NGC 403. Okay, we're now on to NGC 404. It's an elliptical galaxy very close to an obviously bright star in Andromeda. I'm not sure which one it is. I don't have it memorized, but let's zoom in on the galaxy itself. NGC 404 is a galaxy in Andromeda. It's magnitude 10.3, fairly small for that magnitude, 4.3 by 3.9 arc minutes, elliptical class O, perfect spherical galaxy. Magnitude 10.1, and given its distance, 10.3, distance of 10.1 million light years, it's not very large, probably no more than 6,000 or 7,000 light years in diameter. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here on the star. There could be some issues with secondary alignment, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that this evening. We also have something tracking through the field of NGC 404. Let's make sure that's our 150x view. Okay, what we're seeing here in this part of the field is NGC 407. It is a galaxy in Pisces. Here's our 150x view. Magnitude 13.4, 1.8 by 0.4 arc minutes, so a 4-to-1 aspect ratio galaxy, although it does not quite appear it. Spiral with a lowercase a, one time removed from the lenticular. 253 million light years distant, puts it about the size of a Milky Way, somewhere around 100,000 light years. It shares the field with several other galaxies. We're at right ascension 1 hour, 10 minutes, 36 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 7 minutes, 32 seconds. There's our view. Okay, we're now having a view of NGC408, a 0.5 by 0.3 arc-minute sized elliptical, 234 million light years distant, puts it at about 50,000 light years in diameter. It is not, there's no information as to its brightness, but it's either one of these two galaxies, possibly this one here, which is further to the west. It's also surrounded by several other faint galaxies. This one is a little large to be half an arc-minute in size. It may very well be this galaxy here. We're at 1 hour, 10 minutes, 51 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 6 minutes, and 48 seconds. There is our 150x view. One or the other of these galaxies in the field is our study. Okay, back into Pisces once again. For NGC410, magnitude 11.5, 2.3 by 1.8 arc minutes, pretty obvious in the midst of the field, pushing up the magnification to our 150x full e-zoom view. Magnitude 11.5, 2.3 by 1.8 arc minutes, spiral with a bar and a lenticular. So it's a lenticular barred galaxy. 242 million light years distant, puts it about 170,000 light years in diameter. This is that brightest galaxy in the midst of this triangulate of fainter ones there that we saw earlier. Right ascension 1 hour, 10 minutes, 58 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 9 minutes, and 4 seconds. Okay, all we're going to get tonight is data on NGC412. It's masked by clouds. It's a galaxy in Cetus. Very faint, 16.3, 0.7 by 0.3 arc minutes, listed as a spiral. It is said to be 3,390,000,000 light years distant. I've encountered this sort of thing before. They typically end up being far closer than that. So otherwise, it would be a quasar. It's at right ascension 1 hour, 6 minutes, 35 seconds with a declination of minus 20 degrees, 19 minutes, and 56 seconds. I'll probably just have to provide you with an eyepiece view off Steve Gottlieb's adventuresindeepspace.com website. Okay, much further north in Cetus, we are now seeing NGC413 with a couple of satellite passages. It's magnitude 16, fairly large, 1.2 by 0.7 arc minutes, and it's unevolved. It's an immature spiral class lowercase z. 260 million light years distant, puts it at about 80,000 light years in diameter. I do believe this is our galaxy right here, but it has to be confirmed. We're at right ascension 1 hour, 12 minutes, 31 seconds with a declination of just shy of the celestial equator, minus 2 degrees, 47 minutes, 38 seconds. Let's get that 100x view. There are several other galaxies that will have to be confirmed. I don't think I want to play too much with the histogram, but there is our view. But a magnitude 16 is likely to be photographic magnitude and probably something closer to 15.3. Our next study is NGC414, galaxy in Pisces. Several galaxies, of course, present. This is probably the same group we saw earlier. This one's magnitude 14.5, 0.7 by 0.4 arc minutes. It's going to be one of these fainter galaxies that are further east because it's more progressed in the catalog. It's a lenticular spiral, probably this one, 218 million light years distant, although this one's a little further east, or to the west. We're at right ascension 1 hour, 11 minutes, 17 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 6 minutes, 47 seconds. Our view of NGC 414, somewhere on the screen. Okay, back down into Cetus. Not only do we have clouds, but we also have the power line diffraction and reflection. For NGC 417, it's a galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 14.1. Just the data here, 0.6 by 0.5 arc minutes, spiral with a lenticular class with a bar. 565 million light years distant, puts it about 120,000 light years in diameter, maybe a little less. RA 1 hour, 11 minutes, 5 seconds, with a declination of minus 18 degrees, 8 minutes, 55 seconds. Okay, back into Northern Pisces for NGC 420. And I'm going to not play with the histogram. We're getting a pretty good view there. It's magnitude 12.1, 2 by 2 arc-minute lenticular spiral. We're seeing it face on. 227 million light years distant, puts it at around 150,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension, 1 hour, 12 minutes, 9 seconds, declination of plus 32, 7, 22. Let's make sure we're getting that 150x view, and we are. From NGC 420. Okay, nothing but data here. I'm just fulfilling my commitment to anything north of minus 30 degrees. We're at NGC 423. It's a galaxy in Sculptor, magnitude 13.4, 1 by 0.4 arc-minute spiral with a lowercase a. Well, we did finally get a view. 72 million light years distant. We're at right ascension, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 22 seconds, with a declination of just shy of 30, minus 29 degrees, 14 minutes, 4 seconds. Okay, now we're off to NGC 425 from one extreme to almost another. It's a galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 12.6, 1 by 1 arc-minute spiral with peculiarities, so it's being disturbed in some way. You can see the galaxy right there. Doesn't look very bright for 12.6, frankly. 289 million light years distant means about 75,000 light years in diameter. Pushing it up to our 150x view. Right ascension, 1 hour, 13 minutes, 2 seconds, with a declination of plus 38 degrees, 46 minutes, and 6 seconds. Focus could be sharpened a little bit, but I'm not going to play with that. I already did earlier. With a nice view of the galaxy, however. Okay, we're starting to get some cloud buildup, especially a little further to the south. This is NGC 426. It's in Cetus galaxy, magnitude 12.9. There's several galaxies in the field, not the best view. It's an elliptical galaxy, 1.4 by 1 arc-minute, 236 million light years distant, maybe 75,000 light years in diameter. Haven't seen this configuration before, so it's probably this more westerly one here. RA 1 hour, 12 minutes, 48 seconds, with a declination of just minus 17 minutes and 25 seconds. Here is our 100x view of the collection of galaxies. Okay, right now we're looking for NGC 428. Let's push it up and we can see it in the field. Very faint, but with some tenuous extension of its arms. It's a galaxy in Cetus. Magnitude 11.5, so better sky would give a decent view of this beauty. 4 by 2.9 arc-minutes, a spiral with a lowercase c and peculiarities. I think we're hinting at them there in one of its extensions. A mere 53 million light years distant, puts it about 60,000 light years in diameter. RA 1 hour, 12 minutes, 55 seconds, with a declination of 0 degrees, 58 minutes, and 54 seconds. I do believe we have had that 150x view. Not particularly far from NGC 428 is NGC 429. Here's our 78x view of the field. Lots of galaxy clusters we're encountering. This one's magnitude 13.4. Look for something elongated. 1.4 by 0.3 arc-minutes should be pretty much face on. Maybe it'll reveal itself as we go to 150x view. Looks like there could be some extensions on this one. There's at least 5 or 6 galaxies in the field. Lenticular spiral, 252 million light years distant, means probably about 80,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 1 hour, 12 minutes, 57 seconds, with a slightly southerly declination of 20 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay, NGC 429 is closely tracked by 430. Magnitude 12.5 in Cetus. 1.3 by 1.1 arc-minute elliptical, 237 million light-years distant. RA is 1 hour, 12 minutes, 59 seconds, with a slightly southerly declination of minus 15 minutes and 9 seconds. We're on now to, 1 second please. As you can tell, we've gone pretty far north. We're now getting a nice dark background sky. Let's see if we can lighten it up a little bit for display on our screens. This is NGC431, a galaxy in Andromeda, magnitude 12.9, 1.4 by 0.9 arc minutes. We just had a satellite passage. Spiral of the bar lenticular class, 273 million light years distant, means about the same size as our Milky Way, maybe 90,000 light years in diameter. Picking this galaxy out is going to depend on how well we can characterize it, and also probably having to visit with Steve Gottlieb, because there are many other galaxies in the field. However, the ones we're looking for are more further to the west at this point, I believe. Right ascension is 1 hour, 14 minutes, 4 seconds, with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 42 minutes, and 14 seconds. That was our 150x view. And we're now off to NGC435 in Cetus. Magnitude 14.2, 1.1 by 0.4 arc minutes. It's a spiral with a lowercase c and disturbed. 450 CD, so it's 3.5 times. I'm sorry, not disturbed, that's peculiarity. It's 3.5 times removed from lenticular, 459 million light years distant. Must be a very large galaxy, somewhere larger, or somewhat large, maybe 175,000 light years in diameter. It's at 1 hour, 13 minutes, 59 seconds, with a declination of plus 2 degrees, 4 minutes, and 14 seconds. I do believe it is this galaxy here. Let's look at that. Yeah, that aspect ratio plays out quite nicely. Magnitude 14.2, NGC 435. Here we should be seeing NGC 437 at 75x, galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 12.8. 1.3 by 1 arc-minute spiral with a lowercase a, 238 million light years distant, maybe 75,000 light years in diameter. These all look kind of stellar here. We'll probably have to push up the magnification. There's at least one. This is a 12.8, so it's likely our galaxy right here. These fainters are probably in the 14th and 15th magnitude range. We're at right ascension, 1 hour, 14 minutes, 22 seconds, with a declination of plus 5 degrees, 55 minutes, and 35 seconds. Okay, as you can tell, I've been skipping over a few studies. Some were too far north, and some were too far south. Typically Cassiopeia this time of year. We have a nice bright star in the field, should be easy to reference, for a galaxy NGC442 in Cetus. Magnitude 13.4, 1 by 0.5 arc minutes, 2 to 1 aspect ratio. Spiral with a lowercase a, 252 million light years distant, maybe 70,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 1 hour, 14 minutes, 38 seconds, with a declination of minus 1 degree, 1 minute, and 15 seconds. Here's our view. Okay, here we should be seeing NGC443, a galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 13. So we should be quite bright. Let's push the magnification up on this to 150x. That's probably this galaxy here. 0.8 by 0.7, so quite small spiral for magnitude 13. 221 million light years distant, puts it about maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 7 seconds, with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 22 minutes, and 37 seconds. Ensuring our 150x view. There we have it. Here's our field for NGC4 444 galaxy in Pisces. Let's have a look at this field. Magnitude 14.3, edgy on 1.9 by 0.4 arc minutes, rather large in apparent size for a 14.3 magnitude galaxy. Spiral with a lowercase cd, 3.5 times removed, 220 million light years, puts it at about 150,000 light years in diameter. We're at right ascension 1 hour, 15 minutes, 49 seconds with a declination of plus 31 degrees, 4 minutes, 48 seconds. Pushing the magnification up. I suspect this is our galaxy here. Magnitude 14.3, but in a good part of the sky. Bring it out. Okay, the sky is looking up, and so are we. However, we are in Cetus for NGC 445. Things have improved a bit. NGC 445 is a 14.1 magnitude galaxy compared to the last view, but smaller, 0.8 by 0.7 arc minutes, so more condensed lenticular spiral. 512 million light years distant means it's probably around 140,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 1 hour, 14 minutes, 52 seconds with a declination of 1 degree, 55 minutes, and 3 seconds. Pushing our magnification up. Parallel views. There is NGC 445. Okay, here's a view of NGC 446. We're about 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes into our video, so we're making good time, although we've had some skippages. This is a galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 15.5, large, 2 by 1.6 arc minutes. That's quite large for a 15.5 magnitude. Spiral with a bar and a lower of a lenticular type. As I said, 2 by 1.6 arc minutes, 240 million light years distant, puts it pretty much at about 175,000 light years in diameter. Maybe this fainty right here, certainly not this bright galaxy there. We're at 1 hour, 16 minutes, 3 seconds, and a declination of plus 4 degrees, 17 minutes, 39 seconds. And that was our 150x view. Another nice field of view for NGC 447 galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 14, largish, face on, 2.2 by 2.2 arc minutes, 250 million light year, 55 million light year, therefore about 150,000 light years in diameter, probably larger. Spiral with a bar, lower and a lenticular, but lowercase a, half time remove from lenticular. Right ascension 1 hour, 15 minutes, 37 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 4 minutes and 1 second. Here is our 100. This one looks a little bright, but certainly one of these neighbors, a very condensed group of galaxies we're seeing here, NGC 447 and environs. Okay, here we're seeing NGC 448, a galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 12.1, 2-to-1 aspect ratio, 1.6 by what? Lenticular spiral, 93 million light years distant, puts it at about 40,000 light years in diameter. RA is 1 hour, 15 minutes, 16 seconds with a declination of the south, 1 minute, 37 1 degree, 37 minutes and 33 seconds. Pushing up our magnification. Nice view of a 12.1 magnitude galaxy, and the sky is definitely improving. Okay, our last view in the NGC 449 series, 400-449, galaxy in Pisces, magnitude 14.2. Spiral with a lowercase b, very close to a bright star. There are lower galaxies down here, plus this one here. We'll have to pick it out later. Let's go ahead and run up the magnification to 150x. The galaxy we're looking for, 449, is magnitude 14.2, 0.8 by 0.5 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase b, 218 million light years distant, maybe 60,000 light years in diameter. RA 1 hour, 16 minutes, 7 seconds with a declination of plus 33 degrees, 5 minutes, 21 seconds. Now let's have a look at something we might want to carpe noctem view out on. Let's make sure that was our 150x view of NGC 449. Okay, let's have a view of NGC 891, a galaxy in Andromeda, one of our baseline studies that we like to look up in order to evaluate the sky conditions. And we are getting a very decent view. NGC 891 is magnitude 9.9, 13.1 by 2.8 arc minutes, purely edge-on lenticular spiral with all kinds of texture in its bisecting bar. Here is our 150x view of the galaxy. It's at right ascension 2 hours 22 minutes 33 seconds and a declination of plus 42 degrees 20 minutes 53 seconds. Could play a little bit with the histogram, but probably shouldn't. Oh, that's not bad at all. Let's darken up the field just a little bit and have that artistic view of NGC 891, as I say, carpe noctem. For this first part of the evening, I'm about to go in and have dinner, and then I'll come back out. Hopefully the sky will have held, because it certainly has improved, and we will go through the NGC 450 to 499 series, which would really help in terms of progressing at a reasonable pace through the catalog despite very, very challenging weather conditions here in the Pacific Northwest. Carpe noctem.